Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, bringing you guys another video, and in this video today we are back again to talk more about Sonic Prime, the upcoming animated series coming to Netflix in 2022. I'm saying in 2022 like it is only a few months away. I'm so excited for this thing. December 15th cannot come here soon enough. Yesterday we did a reaction to the trailer for Sonic Prime. Oh, they look so good. Rouge is with them. That is so weird to see. Yes! This is so cool, I like it. The song is actually good, what the heck? That is so good! If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you click the card up here. I loved the trailer, I thought it was amazing. It's the best piece of Sonic Prime marketing material we've received so far. It was literally a perfect trailer in my opinion. But one of the reasons for that is because it was so dense, it was so packed with content, and so many references to Sonic the Hedgehog, and so many aspects of what the story could hold that I want to dive into and go into detail with frame by frame all of the cool stuff that is in this trailer. Because when I say there's a lot, trust me, there is a lot. So we're going to be taking a look at every Easter egg, every little detail, breaking the whole trailer down, and seeing what we can take away from this and what we can expect from the show that will be dropping in only a few months. So without any further ado, let's dive into this. The trailer starts off with Sonic running through Green Hill Zone, picking up some rings, so I'm interested in seeing how the rings play into the show, whether that's going to be like a power-up or help Sonic. The only other time we've properly had rings in a Sonic show was Sonic X, and the rings were actually very sparingly used. They were used to have Sonic power up a little bit, have more power available to him. It was more like a Chaos Emerald than anything. So in past trailers, we see that there are a lot of rings everywhere, so interested to see how that's going to work and how that'll be explained, but nothing too crazy about these shots right here. But the next one is very interesting because we have a shot of Tails and Knuckles on the tornado. This is our first glimpse at Tails and Knuckles in the show in a trailer, so that's really good to see. It's no surprise that they're in the show, but it's just good to see them. And while I can't exactly make out what's behind them, they're clearly flying away from something, or something is trailing them.
It's Rouge. It's very clearly Rouge. Sorry, I was recording this very early in the morning.
They appear to be flying to this mountain that has a cloud over it, and the MacGuffin that both of these groups are after, Sonic and Eggman, is something called the Paradox Prism. So not anything Chaos Emerald related or Chaos related, it's called the Paradox Prism. We saw this in the previous teaser trailer, but now we have a definitive name for it, so that's very cool. We get another look at Eggman, and something I like about all of these character designs that we have for the characters is how they're extremely faithful, and you can barely even tell them apart, but they do have some minor differences, such as like patterns in their clothing and added details to their spikes. I like it. We then get another look at our new Team Sonic, and I say our new Team Sonic because traditionally in Sonic media you have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. For the most part, that's what happens in traditional Sonic games and shows, even the movies. But then as the 2010s went on a bit, we got Amy thrown into the mix a bit more, like in Sonic Lost World and specifically in Sonic Boom. But now it seems like we have a fifth member added to Team Sonic in this show. I doubt this will carry over into a lot of other games, but this seems to be the case in Sonic Prime, that Rouge the Bat will be a main part of the cast and tag alongside Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy and a lot of their adventures. I actually really like this addition. I think having another girl in the group is very cool. Rouge was not the character I would have expected, but I guess it is really one of your only options because it's between like her and Blaze. That's really it. I know there are plenty of other female Sonic characters, but in terms of being used in a lot of media, it's really those two outside of Amy. So yeah, I guess actually Rouge is your only option, but I'm perfectly here for the choice. I think that they can do a lot of really cool things with their character. This probably will be the most we see of Rouge in any form of Sonic media, so I'm excited to see how this will tackle her because she has not been used that much in a lot of Sonic media for a very long time. Not in the games, not in the show for forever. This will be her first show appearance in Sonic X. So I'm very excited to see how this is going to tackle her character, and it's very cool seeing her part of Team Sonic. We then see Eggman order all of his badniks to go against Sonic and his friends, which include a big Caterkiller, which is very cool, Buzz Bombers, and I believe this is a Burrow Bot, which is cool. These are all classic badniks if you couldn't tell from like the first few Sonic games, so it doesn't appear like getting any egg pawns or spinners or stuff like that, but that's fine. And a very cool detail that I barely noticed is that when you defeat these badniks, actual flickies come out of them, which is a nice touch and is actually like accurate to the source material. A lot of other shows and other media don't do this, so this is very cool. Sonic then makes a very bad decision by spin dashing into the Paradox Prism, which I'm sure is our inciting incident that turns the multiverse upside down. It really opens it and sends Sonic into this adventure that we're about to go on. By the way, this shot is like awesome. I love it. I know it's corny to reference this movie all the time when it comes to like an animated project that just looks nice, but it kind of reminds me of Spider-Verse. We then see Sonic falling through the multiverse before he arrives, and what we now learn is a bad future, essentially Green Hill Zone. This isn't like actually the future. This is just another universe where things just didn't go right. We see a bunch of Eggman iconography while Sonic's traveling through the city. City, before we get shots of Green Hill Zone and its now bad future. This definitely seems to be one of the biggest locations of the show. We've seen a lot of this in concept art, so it's very cool to see here. We get a look at Tails' workshop in the main universe before we see the bad version of it. We then get a look at the alternate universe versions of Sonic's friends. It includes Knuckles, Rouge, Tails, and Amy, who are all kind of roboticized or just like rugged in some way. Amy is significantly taller and she's like part cyborg. Tails' like hair spikes are all the way back and he's much more moody, and also his tails are like metal now. I can't tell how much of her is robotic, if at all, but she seems to have some kind of armor when it comes to Rouge. She's also wearing some kind of weird communist hat on. And the same applies with Knuckles. He just has some like scarring on his face and stuff. Sonic says that he might be able to change everything back, which, if we're being real, that's what's gonna happen. This is a Sonic show. Before we get a look at Eggman's main base in this universe that we're seeing, or should I say Eggman's, because the following shot, I don't see anyone talking about this. It seems to be a bunch of alternate universe Eggmans in chairs pulling up out of the shadows. In the concept art we saw there were a bunch of alternate universe Eggmans, including like baby Eggman, older Eggman, and like teenage Eggman. I'm very excited to see a better look at them in future trailers or marketing, so that's very cool to see, and that's what those are. Before we get another shot of Sonic and the alternate universe versions of his friends walking, it's still very strange seeing Rouge alongside the main cast, but once again, I'm not complaining. It's just like so different. We then get the little toy aspect because we know that merchandising is going to be a huge part of the show. There's a big merchandising campaign coming up for this thing, so you gotta give Sonic some new shoes, some new outfits, and oh boy is the show gonna do that. We see a new shoe and glove design that I'm sure is gonna enhance his abilities in some way. We then get another look at Sonic in this new outfit and Tails. There's also like this little Tails graffiti in the back where he looks so angsty. We then get a shot of Sonic and his friends going up against all these new Eggman robots that are from this universe, before we get our final shot of all of them going against them, which is so cool. And that's really the trailer. I think I literally put in as many details as you could, but there's one extra little mini side thing that I also want to mention. I don't know where this is from or how this got out there, but there was a new image leak. It's just this shot of Sonic kind of looking like whoopsie, but behind him you can see this little beaver creature or something. I don't know what this is. It's another animal Sonic character. It actually looks more like a Boom character than anything, but I know they're not bringing Boom characters back, so I'm just interested in seeing like who this is. Who do you guys think it is? Let me know in the comments down below. Who is this mystery character in Sonic Prime? Is this an all-new character, or could this be another take on a pre-existing one that is just really obscure? Let me know. But yeah, guys, those are all the details. This is basically, I'm sure, the first episode still. For everybody asking, where's Shadow, where's Big? Well, we do kind of get a look at Big in that final scene with Sonic and all his friends fighting, so you can see Big right there. There is no Shadow, that's right, but we've received so much Shadow marketing material for the show already. It's like, we already know he's in the show. But what his role will play in maybe the rest of the episodes is a question, because we know he's going to play a big part in the first, because we see him and Sonic going against each other and stuff like that, so we'll have to wait and see what kind of role Shadow plays in this, but yeah, we already know Shadow's in the show. We know the first episode is going to be like 40 minutes long, so I think like all of the footage that we've seen so far is enough to fit inside that 40 minutes, so they're not revealing too much stuff. I love the voices of everyone. I think they work perfectly well. I think Ashley Ball does a great job as Tails. Very, very good. Devin Mack might be the best Sonic ever. I don't want to say it just yet because I want to watch the show, but it's amazing. I love his voice. We don't get to hear too much from anyone else really, outside of Eggman, who I do enjoy the voice of as well. I think the voice cast is just gonna crush it. I know people were skeptical because it's like all Canadian, which I don't know why that's an issue, but also mainly because it's not the main cast we've had for almost 10 years now. But I don't know, I'm excited for it and I'm enjoying what I've heard so far of this voice cast. I want to hear Shadow's voice though, which fun fact, Shadow's voice actor is the same voice actor as Big, which is so funny. But yeah guys, like I said in this video and last video, I loved this trailer. I thought this trailer was amazing and I am so excited for the show. When I said that this has the potential to be the best Sonic show ever, this is what I meant. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was hoping for. It looks like we're getting exactly what I wanted and I am so excited. Remember, the show debuts on Netflix on December 15th. I am going to be breaking down every single episode, reacting to it for you guys. I've been waiting for a new Sonic show that I'd be able to cover on the channel for so long, and it's finally here. But with that being said, let me know what you thought of the Sonic Prime teaser trailer number 2. What was your favorite part, your favorite character, your favorite moment? Let me know. Feel free to follow my social media links to my Twitter and Instagram messages below. You can follow those spreadsheets, look at my life feature content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog, and more Sonic Prime coverage. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. This is the #1 spot to be for all things Sonic, because we have Sonic Frontiers coming up in under 2 weeks, and we'll be covering everything in relation to that. And of course, we're going to be covering more of Sonic Prime before the show drops in a few months. I love this franchise. There's been no better time to be a Sonic fan, and I cannot wait for this show. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.